Are you troubled by the way that these events are heading? Because it certainly looks like the Trump campaign was concerned that there was legal jeopardy for Trump Jr.
I don't believe for a moment there's a criminal case here. I do believe that there's an awful lot of razzle-dazzle, as you pointed out, and I'm not happy about the fact that the Russians are involved in any way with what happens in an American election. But I do think that the high dudgeon that you've now expressed and this into a major case is a distraction from the policy agenda of the Trump administration. And I'm not necessarily a defender of the Trump team. My feeling is that what you've overlooked is the fact that we've made significant strides since Donald Trump has been president. And that has been overlooked largely because this is a distraction, notwithstanding your claims to the contrary. It is a distraction from the kind of policy agenda that I think we should be following. It is very interesting that when you had Hillary Clinton sell 20% or approve of the sale of 20% of American uranium to the Russians under a rather strange set of circumstances, Frank Justra, I didn't hear you engage in high dudgeon. It's also true that when Ted Kennedy in 1983 said he implored the Russians to help defeat Ronald Reagan, I didn't hear you engage in high dudgeon. So again, there's a certain kind of hypocrisy associated with these events.
First of all, we're going to go through a few of the things that you said. The uranium comment is actually, I just looked up Snopes.com to make sure that I'm being completely accurate, because that is a completely false claim that is peddled by many on the right. I'm not going to go into an entire reading exercise, but if you look up on Snopes.com, they went through that allegation. It is actually not true that Hillary Clinton sold 20% of American uranium.
I said she proved it.
It's not true.